The Wasatch is a 100-mile foot race across the Wasatch Mountains in Utah. From Kaysville to Midway, about 26,000 feet of climbing. It starts in the dark, and most people finish between 24 and 36 hours later. I signed up for it. Although I've never done this race before, I've crewed and paced it, and I have ran 2 other 100-mile races before. I finished the Bear 100 and the HURT 100. And just 2 months ago, I actually made it to mile 61 of the HURT 100 for the second time before having to DNF. So suffice it to say, I know what a real training block feels like, and I also know what it feels like when those training blocks and races start to fall apart. But this time around, I want to do things differently. I want to document the entire process. The miles, the early mornings, the gear, all of it. And I'm very grateful to say Salt Lake Running Company is setting me up for this build. Thank you to Salt Lake Running Company. It set me up with 6 pairs of shoes, some shorts, and a watch, all of which will be reviewed throughout the course of this series. Now, I do this because of a lesson that I learned the hard way at the HURT, and I'll maybe get into in another video. That is, ultra running is a head-to-toe sport. Every piece of equipment, from the shoes you're wearing to the shorts you got on, to even your headlamp, can make or break your experience or your race. So I'm going to be testing it all. Now, I say that with the disclaimer that all of this equipment is being provided to me by Salt Lake Running Company, but I'm under no obligation to promote or sell any specific products. Just encourage you guys as my audience to visit Salt Lake Running Company for your shoes, gear, or nutrition needs as you prepare or train for any races you have on the calendar this year. Now, these shoes right here, these are the HOKA Mach 7s. I have currently put about 40 miles in these, and I will be running at least 10 miles in them this week. These will be the first shoe that I review here on the channel. Now, I've been asked why I run ultramarathons, and the answer to that I've given a lot of thought to, but the simple answer is because for me, ultra running is a lens inward. It's a thing that's helped me discover myself in a way that nothing else in life has even come close to. When I'm out there moving, like actually moving, an hour into a run, legs working, my brain goes quiet. All the things that I deal with in my life, the mortgage, the family, the job, the expectations of the world, they just kind of disappear and the brain is still. And I am just a human being covering ground. Everything else goes silent. My feet hitting the dirt or pavement are the only place that I've ever been able to find that. Now, when it comes specifically to ultra running, every single race that I've ever finished changed me in some way. The Bear 100, the HURT 100, the Dead Horse 50 miler, Twisted Fork, Black Canyon Ultras, the Speed Goat 50K. I came out of all of those races a different person than the guy that was on the starting line. I know a lot of people who run ultras can relate or agree with me on that to some level, and I don't fully understand the mechanisms behind it, what goes on in the brain, how it rewires us. I just know it's real. The pull, the draw into this sport is very real for me. The transformation that took place inside of me is very real, and I know that my friends and family can attest to that. But 2 months ago, I DNF'd at mile 61 of the HURT 100. And now I have to live with that. But with every failure comes an opportunity for redemption. On the Wasatch 100, it's a little over 20 weeks away, September 11th, 100 miles of heaven and hell. And it will probably be the hardest race that I've ever attempted. And I don't know what's going to happen during this race, and I don't know what is going to be on the other side of it all. I guess that's what makes this whole thing so damn exciting.